Good evening, everybody. Jim here. The channel is More Sunshine, Please. It's my Tuesday night live stream. How are you? I'm okay. Right off the top, I want to say that my internet for the last little month, hasn't been so hot. So now that I know that, I've made an appointment to get it looked at, a technician to come out and see what's going on. We're paying for one thing, but we're getting another. So that's not till tomorrow, though. So my live stream today may bog down a little bit as it has the past few weeks. So what I've tried to do is I've tried to implement as many still pictures as possible, because quite often, although it looks good now, once it bogs down, my face will freeze in a very funny way. And well, I'd rather be in motion, moving pictures and all. But so that's happening tomorrow. We're having a technician come out to see what's going on with our internet. It's we're paying for the 400 megabyte per second package, and whenever I do a speed test, it's less than 60. So something's going on. So we're gonna have that looked at real soon. All right. I don't even have this ready here. I think we're good to go. Let's check the chat and cue the music. According to my screen, today's gold medalist is Noah. There's Noah Adventures. Congratulations on another gold medal. Our silver medalist today, Andrew Ford. How are you? And today's bronze medalists, Matthew and Lauren Vlogs from the West Coast. Party Master Jim, I don't know about that. I don't. Who's to say? I mean, you say, but thank you for tuning in, guys. I see that you've posted things. Fun fact from us. Today in 1959, the first Barbie doll made its debut in New York City. Oh. Thank you for enlightening us. Oh, there's more. Also in 2020, Disney's live-action Mulan premiered in LA, basically a few days before everything shut down. Cool. I still have yet to see that, even though you don't have to pay that premium price to see it. It's free on Disney Plus. Well, you have to pay for Disney Plus, but it is now part of regular Disney Plus. I still haven't seen it, but would like to see what it's all about. So Matthew and Lauren, thank you for the knowledge. Thanks for making us smarter. Let's see who else is here. Oh, I've got to go to the top. Mar in Memphis, good to see you as well. I'll be mentioning Mar in just a little bit. Keith, the BDF. No, BDF, the BFD. Welcome in. Francisco, happy Tuesday to you. James Ryan, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Downscale, happy Tuesday to you. Good to see you. Paul Engel, welcome in. Good evening to you. Jonathan Chong, a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. And my D&G Explorers, I am not ready for them. Hang on. I am now ready for them. Dilly Dilly, D&G Explorers. They're on the move. Oh, okay, be careful. Michelle the Quilter, welcome in. Sister Sunshine, Mom, good to see everybody here. Still going down. Grawl Guy, welcome. Youper Wisdom Videos, Pepper Tree Villa. I see you guys. Sophie B, welcome in. Good to see you. And Melissa's here. How you doing, Melissa? We've got more. Sorry, I'm catching up. Oh, it's just. I'm sorry. I think we're good for now. I'll I'll do my best to keep checking in with all of that. First things first, Lady Jamers, welcome in. There, I did it. I'm already monitoring better than I usually do. I want to apologize for those of you, to those of you who have sent me things in the mail and I have yet to acknowledge them. I want to fix that right now. So embarrassingly, I've got a couple of Christmas cards and a couple of Valentine's Day cards, but and normally I like to for some reason or other, I failed to thank those that sent me things. So let's take a look at our first whale. I believe this was for Valentine's Day. That's a wild guess there. This is from the Disney Nerd Herders. So thank you very much for making this and sending it my way. Valentine's Day greetings. I was their Valentine, by the way. That's what that means. Okay. Very cool. Next, also from the let me line that up. Also from the Disney Nerd Herders. A Christmas card. Why I didn't bring this up months ago. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't so smart, and planning ain't my thing. But thank you, Disney Nerd Herders, for the Christmas card. Another Christmas card from the aforementioned Mar in Memphis. Mar, thank you so much for sending this our way. We sure did appreciate it, and I appreciated how she addressed it. Jim, Mrs. Jim, Annie, and the boy. Thank you so much. We got a kick out of that. And then finally, from Pepper Tree Villa, you can see that right there. Happy Valentine's Day from Sherry, Doug, Ben, and Arnie. So cool. Thank you so much for having me on your mailing list. I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I've already ignored the chat. Mouse Talk. Hello, Walt. Good to see you. Walt and Melissa will be live. I believe that's the normal plan, and I think that's still the plan tonight. Live at 8 p.m. And there's Patrick, Zippity Doodad. All is well. And there's Disney Nerd Herders. Hang on. Nerds! Things are well, and let me elaborate why they're a little more well than they were a few hours ago. I got my first COVID vaccine shot this afternoon, and I want to talk just a little bit about that, if I can. It was through my school district. For those that don't know, I am a teacher here in Hillsborough County, Florida, and they recently opened up the opportunity to get COVID shots for all school employees. At first, it was just for those 65 and older. Then they opened it up for those 50 years of age and older, which I am just a few months short. And then to everybody on Friday. So I was able to get an appointment for today. So let me show you. I took a few pictures just because I wanted a lot of still images for today's live stream because my internet's so poor. So here we go. Is this working? Okay. So it took place in a community park, and you can see there's a lineup of cars. They actually had 4 different lines of cars. Right there, you can see one line of cars. There's another line behind that line that you can see. So going from left to right, I'm actually in the 3rd line. There was another line to the, never mind. I'm boring myself. Anyway, so you pull up, they take your temperature. They scan you. You have a barcode. You either print it out or you have it on your phone, and they scan that. And then you wait in this car line in the tents up ahead. That's where they administer the shots. So I waited, got there at just before 11 a.m. and wasn't in the line for very long. I thought I'd be in the line for longer. So here I am. I took a selfie after I got the shot. So that's me. You stay in your car. They come up to you. They ask you if you're allergic to anything. If you've had COVID, if you've been exposed recently, no to all those things. So then they have you pull up after you get the shot. They have you pull forward in another line of cars where they have you wait for 15 minutes to make sure that you don't have a bad reaction to the shot. So what they did is they wrote down the time, and they actually wrote it on my windshield. That's from the inside. I'm a nerd, so I took one from the outside as well. So at 11:19, they wrote on my windshield, I am to wait 15 minutes. That's what the 15 in the circle is. And then, so after 15 minutes, they'll ask me, you doing okay? And if you say yes, you're able to leave. So you wait in another line of cars. And there were two lines of cars of people that have already gotten their shots. They just have to wait 15 minutes. And before I got the shot, I was in the slower line, which is par for the course. And then after I got the shot and they told me to get in one of the two lines of people waiting, I was again in that much slower line. So instead of waiting just 15 minutes, I actually had to wait 23 minutes, which is fine, which is actually okay. But, I signed out of work to go get this done, and I wanted to make sure I only had one class covered. That's all I thought I'd need. So it turned out I was fine. I was great. Dad Builds, welcome in. I also saw Rachel. Good to see you guys. Just going over I got my first COVID vaccine shot today. So after my time, they were checking license plates on the cars and comparing it to the times they had written down for who got what shot. And anyway, everything was good. They gave me this sticker and this sucker. Yeah, I've got a close-up camera. I'm going to take advantage of it. So there's that. There's the sucker, lemon Tootsie Pop. And then there's that sticker that I've had on today. So, yeah, one down, one to go. I go back on March 30th for my second shot. And it was for those that were wondering, it was the Pfizer version of the vaccine. So yeah, that was that. That was today. So I've still got, I haven't taken off the Band-Aid. It's a souvenir, I guess. If you've just joined us while I was flapping my gums, thank you so much for being here. Pepper Tree Villa was asking, Pfizer or Moderna? Pfizer. So yeah. So that was that. Rockin' Robin. I don't know if I welcomed you, but welcome in. Because I can't think straight. No, I'm kidding. I was gonna make a joke about the vaccine affecting me, but maybe that's a bad idea. So I didn't do it. What else? Oh, there is some Disney news. If I may, I'm wearing my Ratatouille shirt today, and that's because we got news that Ratatouille's Crazy Kitchen Adventure, I don't know what it's called, that's set to open up in Epcot sometime this year, will indeed open up on October 1st, 2021. So although it seems like the ride is ready, we're not going to get the ride open for many months. I suppose right in line with Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, which is October 1st, right? Yeah. So for the past month, I've been holding out hope that I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to see people live streaming from the opening day of Ratatouille's Kitchen Adventure. Again, I don't know what it's called, but it hasn't happened yet, and we're not going to see that happen until October 1st. So, yeah, but that's very cool. If you don't know much about that ride, the ride makes you seem like, or the theme of the ride is you shrink down to the size of a rat, and you run around Gusteau's kitchen, like in the movie Ratatouille. And this ride does exist in Disneyland Paris, and I understand it's awesome. It's a trackless ride vehicle, and another trackless ride vehicle is a Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway in Hollywood Studios. So this is going to be another one. And those are two very cool rides. And I understand people that I know that have been on Ratatouille's Kitchen Adventure, don't know the name of it, loved it. So looking forward to that. Yeah, what are you going to do? October. That's right, downscale. It's a clone from Paris. Derek and Gregory, D&G Explorers. They've been on the one in Disneyland Paris, I think, and they loved it. So, yeah, looking forward to it in October. All right. What else? I've talked about my internet woes, my shot, the cards. I did write some things down, so I'm going through that. I'm monitoring, which I haven't done in weeks. I'm monitoring my YouTube channel over here. So far, so good. What is this? Mouse Talk. New here, but like your channel. You've now got a new subscriber. Thank you for a fun stream. By the way, my name is Walt. Just play along. Walt, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're too kind. And if you're going to continue with the super chats, watch the show every week. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, that's thank you so much. I will play along. What else? Oh, I did want to see if there was other news. I don't think so. I don't think there was any other news that I cared to talk about, or that struck me as something I needed to address. I see Marvel Adventures Campus will not open alongside Disneyland Resort. I guess that's going to open this year. And Adventures Campus was a part of Disneyland that they were building around the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that won't be ready, or they're not going to open it when they open the rest of the park, I guess. So there's a new Run Amok Park Picnic character greeting in Disney's Hollywood Studios. It looks like I see Chip and Dale, I see Donald, I see Goofy, but I don't really know much more about that. I just report the news. I don't even report the news. I look at it here, and then I say the headline that I read, and I can't. Whatever. WandaVision, the limited series is over, and now we're looking forward to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That will be the next Marvel Disney Plus series in 2 weeks or a week and a half now, or whatever. Looking forward to that. I have enjoyed. Well, I haven't watched every Marvel TV series, and I'm talking about the ones that have been on Netflix, like the Daredevil and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. I think those are the names of those shows. I haven't really seen those, so I can't say for certain that I have liked every TV show that they've produced, because I haven't seen those. But of the ones I have seen, I've enjoyed them. That goes with Agent Carter, that was on ABC. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've yet to see the final season or number of shows, but I like that. I got a kick out of that. That's part of the MCU, so I was all in. And Agent Coulson's in that, and he's a great character that they brought back just for this TV show. Anyway, what else? WandaVision, of course. There was another one on Netflix. It was about a bunch of teenagers that had abilities or powers. One had a glove and the other could talk to a dinosaur. I don't remember what that one was. Maybe of the ones I've seen, my least favorite, though there were still some cool things about it. There was another one that glowed. Another one was had a scepter. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called. I don't want to think about it too much. I have completely ignored the chat. But everybody, thank you so much for sticking with me. The internet, so far, so good. I'm pleased. I think that I will. I mean, so far, so good. I probably just jinxed it. Pepper Tree Villa. Good grief. Looking forward to your input on Oreos later this month. By the way, your sampler is on the way. Pepper Tree Villa, thank you so much for the super chat. So incredibly nice of you. What Pepper Tree Villa is talking about is on one of their Monday evening live streams, they will be doing an Oreo taste testing show. They've invited me on to test different flavors of Oreos with them. They are sending me a mystery box or I don't know if it's a mystery. I guess I just assumed that they weren't going to label the Oreos that we're trying, and I have to guess what they are or something. Or even if they are labeled, I'm going to have the opportunity to taste a lot of different Oreos, and it should be fun. And that's coming up in a couple of weeks, or a few weeks. So I'm looking forward to that tremendously. So thank you very much. Downscale, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Fun fact, I've never been sad to get handed an Oreo milkshake. Downscale, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are very kind. I felt like I had a good day already. My internet seems to be holding up, and then you guys are putting the cherry on top. Thank you so much. I don't know if I've ever had an Oreo milkshake. I must have. I think I've had, what do they have at McDonald's? The McFlurry? Have I had I think I've had Oreo, an Oreo version of that. Russ, welcome in. I think I missed what you're referring to, but yes, Lord of the Rings. Thank you so much, everybody. Simba 2, welcome in. I just saw you there, and Captain Akron is also here. And if I missed you, I do apologize. But everybody, thank you so much for being here. I do have a top 15 list. I think I'm going to get to it right now. May as well. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail for my live stream, but today is Oscar Isaac's birthday. Oscar Isaac, to those Star Wars fans out there, is Poe Dameron. He's an actor that's been in a number of things, but most popularly, he has been in the latest Star Wars movies as the rebel pilot Poe Dameron. That got me to thinking, well, there sure aren't a lot of famous Oscars. There's a handful. I'm going to count down the 15 that I kind of know. So let's get to it. Jim's top 15 famous Oscars. So instead of putting them on the screen behind me, I'm going to pop them up right here, and then do my best to just mention a little bit why these people are famous, because I do not know all of them. I've heard most of their names, but I'm not exactly sure what they're most known for, or I'm not best to summarize what makes them well known. So here we go. Number 15. This is Oscar Peterson. Okay, I need help already. Bear with me. Okay. I'm calling it up. I know he's a jazz pianist. He is Canadian. All right, here we go. Unfortunately passed away in 2007. Oscar Peterson was a Canadian jazz pianist and composer. He was called the Maharaja of the Keyboard by Duke Ellington, but simply OP by his friends. He released over 200 recordings, won 8 Grammy Awards, and received numerous other awards and honors. He is considered one of the greatest jazz pianists and played thousands of concerts worldwide in a career lasting more than 60 years. That's Oscar Peterson, born in 1925, passed away in 2007. I'm not the biggest jazz aficionado. I don't know a whole lot about it, so I'm not terribly familiar with Oscar Peterson, but now we know a little bit more about him. Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, welcome in. Don't get ahead of me. I see you putting Oscars in there. No, that's very cool. I will be mentioning a lot of them. Here's an athlete. There are a number of athletes named Oscar. Here's the first one on my list. Number 14, from the Edmonton Oilers, this is Oscar Klefbom. Do I know much about him? I do not. I think he's Swedish. And what I learned from putting this list together is that there are many Swedish people named Oscar. Weird, huh? I got to find his entry in this list. I'm on a website here, and I can't find it. I don't feel like looking any further. But he's a current NHL hockey player. I don't even know what position he plays. But there he is. His name is Oscar Klefbom. He was born in the 90s. I remember that. I remember seeing that. We're going to move on. Let's go into the world of architecture. And this is Oscar Niemeyer, not Oscar Mayer, Oscar Niemeyer. He is an architect, Brazilian architect. I found him on the list. Here we go. Let me read the Wikipedia summary about this guy. He was a Brazilian architect who is considered to be one of the key figures in the development of modern architecture. Niemeyer was best known for his design of civic buildings for Brasilia, a planned city that became Brazil's capital in 1960, as well as his collaboration with other architects on the United Nations headquarters in New York City. How about that? Oscar Niemeyer. Okay. We're cooking with gas now. Next, Oscar. This is 12, number 12. I'll put the picture up here. There's two guys. The Oscar is the guy on the right. And if you're not familiar with this Oscar, you will know his name, no doubt. This is Oscar Hammerstein of the famed musical duo Rodgers and Hammerstein. So, again, I know he's written stuff. So let me try to find a little list of his more famous compositions. Oklahoma. Again, he's the one on the right. Carousel, South Pacific, The King and I, The Sound of Music. Did he also do The Mikado? Why do I know that? Anyway, so he's the Hammerstein of Rodgers and Hammerstein. He was born in 1895, passed away at the age of 65 in 1960. That is Oscar Hammerstein the second. There were two of them. All right. Next, back to our athletes. I remember this guy growing up. I wasn't necessarily a fan of any of the baseball teams he played for, but this is number 11, Oscar Gamble, who this picture of his hair. Most of his pictures are like that. He had great hair. He played for the Indians. He played for the Yankees. I think he played for a third team. He was an outfielder and a designated hitter. Played in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look him up. Played for 17 seasons. Oh, he's got to start in 1969, actually. And he played for 7 different teams. He also played for the White Sox. He played for the Cubs, the Phillies, the Padres, and the Rangers. So, and he played until 1985. How about that? He unfortunately passed away in 2018. He was only 67 years old. That's sad. Sorry, gang. Brought everybody down there. But Oscar Gamble. I remember that name. Be a youngster collecting baseball cards, and I just found Oscar Clefbaum. So I knew the name, but I wasn't necessarily a fan of his. I liked the name. I always thought Oscar Gamble was a cool name. Back to Oscar Clefbaum. I feel like I owe him something here. He's currently playing for Edmonton. He was selected 19th overall in the 2011 NHL entry draft by the Oilers, so he's stuck with that organization. He was born in Karlstad, Sweden, and he is currently 27 years old. He's a defenseman. Okay, there we go. Oscar Clefbaum. I don't even know if that's how you say that, but that's how I'm saying it. Let's get back to our list. This is 10. Number 10. This is Oscar Nunez from most famously the television show The Office. He is an actor, an improviser. Let me look him up just to see what I know. He's done stuff I can't remember. But he played Oscar, the accountant on the TV show The Office, as I said. Yes, I'm stalling. I'm trying to find his name on this list. Star of movies, and I couldn't find him. I'll find him, and I'm not looking for him. That's what will happen. Let's see, really quick. No. Is he on this? I'm sorry. I'm almost. Oh, there he is. Okay, found it. All right. So, thank you for your patience. It says Oscar Nunez. He's a Cuban-American actor. Best known for his role. I mentioned that already. Let me click on the more. He was a member of the Groundlings, a comedy improvisation troupe in Los Angeles. He created and co-starred in the Comedy Central series Halfway Home in 2007. In 2010, he portrayed a pet shop owner in Fred the movie. I think Fred was a Nickelodeon star, maybe. and he did more. But the Office is where we know Oscar Nunez. He wasn't in the show as much as, say, Jim or Pam, but when he was, he had a dry, straight man kind of humor. But every once in a while, he would do something that was silly, and he's. I think he's. There's a reason they chose him to be on the show, because he's a talented comedian. All right, next. Okay, here's another very famous. Oh, Car Key, welcome in. Rob Fuzz is also here. I feel I need to do that. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. We're counting down my top 15 Oscars, because today is Oscar Isaac's birthday. That's all. Where was I? Oh, okay. So, number, I don't even know where I am on the list. 8, 9, 8, something like that. This is Oscar Robertson. Now, I've heard Oscar Robertson's name my whole life. I know he's an NBA legend, all-star, one of the 50 greatest players ever. But I honestly don't know who he has played for. I see it says Royals on that jersey right there. So I have to read this to know more about Oscar Robertson. It says he was nicknamed the Big O. I've heard that. He played for the Cincinnati Royals and Milwaukee Bucks. He was 6'5", played point guard, was a 12-time All-Star, an 11-time member of the All-NBA team, and one-time winner of the MVP award. Played for 14 seasons. In 1962, he became the first player in NBA history to average a triple-double for a season. That's double digits in points, assists, and rebounds. That's impressive. I had heard that before. I knew that of Oscar Robertson. Maybe he should have been higher on the list, because that's impressive. Again, I've heard his name, and not being the world's largest NBA fan, I didn't know a whole heck of a lot about him. I didn't even know that there was a Cincinnati Royals basketball team. That's okay. Let's move on. I should count to see. Okay, 14, 13, 12. Number 8. This is number 8. Here's another name I've heard of for a long time. Oscar de la Renta. Oscar de la Renta is an American fashion designer. I believe he's American. I'm not sure. Let me look him up. A Dominican American fashion designer. Hey, I was kind of right. He became internationally known in the 1960s as one of the courtiers. I don't know if that's how you say that. Who dressed Jackie Kennedy. Let's see. The rest of this does not interest me. I just know he's a famous fashion designer. Oscar de la Renta. I've heard that name a bunch, but never knew what he looked like. Oh well, that's so that's another famous Oscar. Our new member Walt says, I think the Cincinnati Royals became the Sacramento Kings. Oh, okay. In the 80s, 70s. Because I think the Sacramento Kings have been around for as long as I've been aware of NBA basketball. And I didn't really pay attention until the early 80s, to be honest. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's just interesting. Nobody else cares but me. But about when I think the Sacramento Kings came. But that's interesting. Thank you, Walt, for passing that along. Now I am kind of interested to know when that happened. Let's move on. Okay. Number 7 on my list. There were about 100 footballers that go by the name of either just Oscar or their first name happens to be Oscar and they actually use their last name too. There are more than one that just go by the name Oscar. And I don't know much about football. But I got a picture of this particular Oscar. He goes just by the name Oscar. And I'm using this picture because it has his name right on his sweater there. I guess this isn't hockey. I guess that's a jersey. I don't know what they call those. I'm just gonna call it a jersey. Yeah, that's Oscar, and he's representing the dozens of other footballers that have the name Oscar. I don't know them. I honestly never even heard of any of them. But wait a minute. Oh, hang on. Not sure he's with Chelsea anymore. When I happened to see this picture, it did say he wanted to join Chelsea or whatever. I'm impressed that you knew that jersey was a Chelsea jersey. I shouldn't be. I know, Charlie, that you like football. So next, cheated here, but I didn't know a lot of Oscars. So we're going to go with, let me get the, soccer is the proper term for the game. All right. I'll intermingle those, soccer and football. This is the Oscar. Now this is the statuette or statue, I don't know, statuette given out by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. They have an award show every year. Maybe you've heard of them. They quite commonly call them the Oscars. And the statue is called the Oscar. And I thought for sure that this was named after somebody in particular. And I was going to put that person on this list. However, the Oscar statuette was not named for a person. It was a name that is credited to 3 people having come up with it. 2 I was not aware of. The third one was Betty Davis. For some reason, Betty Davis had a hand in calling that the Oscar. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to switch out. Let me take a look at my live stream. It's a little rough, but I'm not freezing up. I'm kidding. I wasn't freezing up. Yeah. So I'm glad. I'm happy about that. But we are getting our internet looked at tomorrow. All right. So next, where are we? Okay. All right. Okay. This next Oscar is both famous and infamous. An incredible athlete and newsworthy for another reason, and I don't quite remember why, so I'm going to look it up. This is Oscar Pistorius, a South African para-Olympian. You can see he runs with 2 springy prosthetics. Not quite sure what you call that. But he was an amazing sprinter. And I think he even ran races against standard athletes, track athletes. Let me read. Dad Builds, I see that. Yeah, something like that. I honestly don't remember. So I feel I need to read the summary for him. Let me get to that. Oh, he was convicted. Oh, all right. He's a South African former professional sprinter. In 2015, he was convicted of the 2013 murder of his girlfriend. Okay, so that's him. His feet had been amputated when he was 11 months old due to a congenital defect. Yeah, he ran in both non-disabled sprint events and in sprint events for below knee amputees. It goes on, but I think we get the gist of Oscar Pistorius. All right, I'm going to quickly move on from that one. Oh, I'm working with two different computers here, so I just got confused myself. So this is number 4 on my list of famous Oscars. I've seen it in the chat. Oscar the Grouch. Who doesn't know Oscar the Grouch? Is Pete here? Welcome in, Pete. We're counting down my top 15 famous Oscars because it's Oscar Isaac's birthday today. Yeah, Oscar the Grouch voiced and was puppeted, if that's a verb, by Carol Spinney. I think that's how you say his last name, up until just a couple years ago, or maybe even last year when Carol Spinney passed away. He was also the puppeteer behind Big Bird, among other Muppet puppets. And I couldn't not put Oscar the Grouch on this list. So, I don't know what there is more to say about that. Maybe my favorite Oscar on this list. That's something I can say. All right, let's get to number 3. Our final athlete on the list, the Golden Boy, Oscar de la Hoya. I know he was a boxer. I didn't follow boxing much, but I know of Oscar de la Hoya. Let me just call up his little synopsis here. He's a Mexican-American former professional boxer who in 2002 also became a boxing promoter. And in 2018, a mixed martial arts promoter. I did not know that about him. As a boxer, he competed from 1992 to 2008, winning multiple world titles in 6 weight classes. I didn't know any of that either. Was he not an Olympian? I thought he was. Let me click on the more link. He was. He won 2 gold. He won a gold medal in the 1992 Barcelona Olympics as a lightweight, and he won a gold medal in the 1990 Goodwill Games as a featherweight. How about that? Oscar de la Hoya. All right, just checking the time. What else? Oh, number 2 on my list. Number 2 on the list of famous Oscars. Oscar Wilde. Have I ever read anything by Oscar Wilde? No. Did I think about lying about that to make myself seem smarter? Yes, I did. But I didn't. I'm owning it. Let's see. I know he wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray. Is that right? Maybe those of you smarter can put that in the chat. I will be monitoring the chat for after you Google him. I'll be looking for that. In the meantime, he's an Irish poet and playwright. It says he, after writing in different forms throughout the 1880s, he became one of London's most popular playwrights. In the early 1890s, he is best remembered for his epigrams and plays, his novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and the circumstances of his criminal conviction for, quote, gross indecency, unquote, imprisonment, and early death at age 46. Okay, I think I remember reading that he had died early. I know of the story of The Picture of Dorian Gray. I've never read it. I think there was a movie, maybe a Vincent Price movie. I don't know about that, about The Picture of Dorian Gray. But yeah, I can't tell you another title, and that's on me. He did the importance of being earnest, Jonathan tells me. I have heard of that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll highlight that too. Thank you. That's just no, I'm kidding. I have the feeling I'm not alone. I'll just leave it at that. And then finally, number 1 on my list of famous famous Oscars, Oscar Isaac. It is his birthday, as I said. today. I don't know how old he is. I'll look it up. Oh, there it is right there. He was born in 79, so he's 30, 40 something. Hang on. I'm on the spot. I can do this. So if I do this 89, 99, 09, 19, so he's 43, no, he's 42 years old today. Okay. Let's see what else he's been in. We're talking about I see James is here we go. He was the victim of societal aversion to alternative lifestyles prevalent at the time. Brilliant writer. I have a feeling James has read some stuff. That's right. PTV was on it with me, but I had the benefit of counting on my fingers. Okay. Oscar Isaac. He was born in Guatemala. He has starred in the Coen Brothers movie Inside Llewyn Davis, for which he received a Golden Globe Award nomination. Oh, I thought it was award. A Golden Globe Award nomination. The crime drama A Most Violent Year in 2014. The science fiction thriller Ex Machina in 2014. I did see that. He portrayed Saint Joseph, husband of Mary, in The Nativity Story. And other things. That's it. But Oscar Isaac, how can he not be number one on my list of famous Oscars? How about that? Here's what I'm hoping for next week, because I have an idea for a top 15 list that involves video. That didn't work out so hot last week because my internet's so poor right now. But I'm hoping after Spectrum comes out with a technician tomorrow, they can greatly improve our internet performance. I'm going to get back to video in my top 15 list. I'm looking forward to presenting that, because I think I have a pretty entertaining one, a pretty good idea for that. And here's a secret. It's not a secret. It was a little behind the scenes here. I had this. If my internet was super bad, and it looks okay to me, I hope it is for you as well. But if it was super glitchy, I was just going to cut to this the whole time and pretend I belched and say, and by the way, I have belched tonight and I didn't refer to it because I'm too busy flapping my gums. So I'll just do it now. Every belch on YouTube is brought to you by D&G Explorers. D&G Explorers. I'm not ready. D&G Explorers, the quicker picker-upper. I could not think of a good one. I must write these down. Anyway, so that's that. All right. Dean from The Live Place, theliveplace.com is a website you can go to and check out a bunch of live streams like this. He has categorized them. He has scheduled, put a schedule together. So you can go there right now and it'll tell you the next Disney live stream that's coming up. I would imagine it says Mouse Talk because they're usually after my show. It's 7:54. They're starting up at 8 o'clock. Your Tuesday night lineup starts at 4 p.m. The ones I mention usually are Carlos, the Disney World Freak, Brandy and Dave at 5:30 most Tuesdays, I think. Sherry, travel agent, Awesome Sunsets Travel at 6 p.m. At 7 p.m. it's me and Zippity Doodad, who was here earlier. So you've got no shortage of options on Tuesday. At 8 p.m. after this show is Mouse Talk. And they've been doing live streams from Disney Springs and the parks. They do it from home quite often, and they're awesome and blowing up, as they say, which is awesome to see. At 9 p.m., we've got the Viapre Project. I don't know if they're starting back up this week. I know they were planning on starting back up after a hiatus in March. They're back next week. Thank you, Rob Fuzz, for setting me straight. But in the meantime, at 9 p.m., check out Rob Fuzz. He's got another retro live stream tonight, and it's You Pick the Rides. So he's going to show a bunch of footage from old footage of Disney rides, and I always get a kick out of them, and I hope you will too. So head on over to Rob Fuzz at 9 for that. We've got Disney Nerd Herders Wednesday night live stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then we've got D&G Explorers right after at 8 p.m. And that was last week. Rob Fuzz again on Fridays. It's either Pub Talk or I think they're every year they do an Oscars. Speaking of Oscars, the Academy Awards, they go over they talk about the movies that were nominated. I don't know if that's on Adam's Land channel or Rob Fuzz's channel, but check it out. That's on Fridays. But again, Rob Fuzz is also doing something tonight. And then I don't know what that was. Pepper Tree Villa. Sorry. Mondays at 10 p.m. Again, as mentioned earlier. Oh, there's Ben right now. Hello, Ben. We're going to be trying out a bunch of Oreo cookie flavors on the Pepper Tree Villa channel in a few weeks. So stay tuned for that. But, other than that, they do a live stream every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and it's always great fun. It's crafting. It's trying things that they've purchased from Trader Joe's, and it's always a good time. Let me also remind you about Magic of the Mouse Radio. WDIZDB.com is one place you can listen to it, or any number of internet radio streaming services. You can just Google internet radio, and like Live 365 is one that comes to mind, and other things. But Bill, who runs Magic of the Mouse, the Magic of the Mouse channel on YouTube as well, has started this internet radio station, and he plays Disney music 24/7, as well as some podcasts. For example, you can hear the Mouse Talk has a Walt and Melissa, they have a podcast that they play on Magic of the Mouse Radio. Pete McDivitt also makes appearances on Magic of the Mouse Radio. By the way, I think Pete is back this Sunday. Can't wait to check that out. Is that it? It is 7:58. I'm gonna end broadcast there. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you for the super chats. Too kind of you. I'll be back next week, hopefully with a sharper picture where I can play video. And although this wasn't bad at all. But ending broadcast now. I will see you next Tuesday, which is the day before St. Patrick's Day. How about that? All right. Looking forward to seeing what I come up with for that. Anyway, bye, everybody. I see you over at Mouse Talk. Tell them it's a Sunshine Nation invasion.